Welcome back to our channel. I'm Dior,
And I'm IJ.
How are you, Shanna?
and today we're going to discuss Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 14, episode 2.
Mhm.
So it's getting juicy already.
Yes, it started last week. It was juicy last week with what is it called? The archive.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Wait a second, Dior. What is that shirt you're wearing?
What do you
Can we
mean?
get a little glimpse of it? It's cute. The shoulders and everything. Are we doing fashion today? Did I miss the note to be fashionable?
Yeah, you did.
We're always fashionable, my dear.
Okay, you guys.
Get
Today
with
I
it.
am not fashionable. I'm just plain today, but I have a reason, okay? A personal reason. So you'll have to excuse me while Yusi and Uchenna are looking fabulous. I'm looking normal.
You are.
But my normal is above, most people's norm.
Anti-ways. Remember when everybody used to say that? Anti-way.
Yes. So back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. So we start off this week with Kenya. She's meeting up with her event planner to plan Brooklyn's third birthday party, which is going to have a tea party theme, which is a really cute theme for a little girl. They talk about the budget, which is $10,000 to $15,000. What do you guys think about that?
It's insane.
It's stupid.
It's insane.
Stupid.
It is.
I'm surprised you agree, Uchenna.
No, please. There's no way. I mean, $1,000 is too much for a 3-year-old's birthday party. Yeah, I think a lot of the cost is the venue because it's a museum. It's a art gallery, right? The venue.
Okay.
The kids won't even enjoy it. Like
it's for the parents. It's for the show off.
It is. It is. Have it at Chuck E. Cheese where the kids will really enjoy it, right?
They would. They like that a lot more than drinking some tea.
And kids of all ages and all genders. So would like.
Right.
Or one of those museums where you're actually having fun. Like the museums where you're doing things with
like
kids.
Discovery museums or stuff like that. Yeah.
Right.
And then, when they're discussing the budget, she, talks about why she needs to be on the lower end of the budget. And so she starts to talk about, her divorce, which is not finalized yet. And she does give us a little bit more information about it. So we learned that she has physical custody, which I know, Uchenna, you mentioned last week that she must have because Brooklyn's on. He has unlimited visitation, but he has to come to Atlanta to see her, and he's paying child support. So the only thing that seems to be pending is spousal support.
So did it seem like he was asking for spousal support, or?
I think so, because she said the only thing left is spousal support, and if you don't want that, why not just sign the papers?
Right.
Why not just sign the papers? Sometimes I feel like something else is going on that we don't know of, because this has lasted for so long, right?
I have my theory,
which I do not agree with. I do not agree with my theory.
Did you guys already talk about it?
She loves Kenya so much, I'm not even gonna mention it.
Did you guys talk about it last week?
Yeah, we did.
Was it on the show? Okay, I don't know.
I won't hash it up, but yeah, something is going on that I don't agree with. I wish, Dior, do your investigation and find out.
I mean, I don't know that there's a lot of information. They recently said some things about the divorce, that he wanted part of the house or something like that. I think that came out on Friday or Thursday or something.
For what? You didn't have nothing to do with the house. Why do you want it?
Right.
And see, my theory kind of explains that a little bit, but we're just going to move on because I'm going to shade Kenya later, and I don't want to get Uchenna mad right now.
Do it, girlfriend. You're brave. You're brave.
So next we're at the gym with Sheree, and she has Marlo come basically just to gossip because Marlo
right.
come to work out.
I think she worked for a total of 28 seconds.
That probably would have been me. I would have been like, you know what? I just want to gossip. I don't want to come over here and work out.
Right.
You do your squats. I'll watch you. So they started by talking about Marlo's event and, everyone throwing shade at her. Sheree said it was just like they were just being critiquing her event. And just let her know where she could have improved. Not that she
Right.
asked, and you didn't have to do it at her event, but whatever.
Mhm.
And then Marlo, here we go again. It still was kind of awkward, less awkward than when she did it with Candy, but she, brought up, how is it to raise a son? And, Marlo does have a young adult son. So, I mean, I think it's an appropriate question to ask her, but it was just kind of random.
I think it feels like it's going to be her storyline. Like her nephews are her main.
I mean, it is though, because it's
it is. She has nothing else going on except her little archive. Like, what else is there? There's no spectacular older man in her life giving her money that you know of.
Right, but she did say that she wanted to start acting again, and that we needed to check out her IM.
Okay, next name.
Again. So I looked up her IMDb.
Okay, yes. Please tell.
So she had Real Housewives of Atlanta on there. And then she had a show called Games People Play. Yeah, it's on BET. I looked to see who else is on there. And actually Cynthia was on there, Vanessa Simmons, Leon.
Leon. Okay.
Lauren London. So
real actors. Oh, okay.
It sounded like
they're D-list actors.
Okay, real actors. Like I said, real actors. Okay. Academy Award winning.
She have a huge role on it. Maybe she was on 2 episodes. That was in 2019. And then something called Wig Out. And it says she played herself. So I guess it's like a reality TV show.
Oh, okay.
But that's it. So it's a very short list of acting.
Well, kudos to you, Dior, for taking the time out to look that up because nobody else was going to.
You know what? Let me check out your IMDb.
Yes.
Just for our show. And then they brought up the assistant again. So Marlo informed Sheree that Kenya told her that she had the same assistant as Drew. And Sheree's like wondering why Kenya is telling everyone.
Candy, you mean Candy?
Oh, Candy. Sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Candy.
See, you try to blame Kenya, and it ain't even Kenya.
I was seeing Candy in my head, but saying Kenya. Yeah. Sheree was asking why is Candy telling everyone this? But I don't think that's not a huge thing to tell anyone. She didn't say what the assistant said or anything. So I don't think that was like a big deal.
Why is Queen Gossip Girl even concerned? Like, she loves to spread gossip, Sheree does. So if somebody says something about her, it just makes her even more relevant. So she should be happy, right?
Yeah, she's a bone collector because she be carrying the bones and sharing them. I'm surprised that she was so mad at Candy. You know,
I was
why not be so mad at Drew?
Yeah.
Because being mad at Candy brings you more power than who cares about Drew.
Right.
So next scene we're with Candy and she's talking to her agent. Candy just has so much going on. And so we find out, he's giving her like an update on her play in New York, saying that it's selling more tickets.
I know. I wish I would have known. I would have went and we talked about it. Yeah, I would have wanted to go and see it.
Yeah, I think I looked it up and I think it ended in December.
Oh, okay.
But she invited the ladies out to see her play. So that's what we're going to see next week. They'll go to New York. Then they talk about her show, a la carte, that she got a part on, and that's on the All Black Network. And I think it started last week, and that's something I've been wanting to see because I think Megan Good is like the executive producer on it or something like that. Okay. So
what's it about? Do you know what it's about?
It said, I think, a millennium Black woman, something about dating. I don't know.
Okay, what's it called? All about?
A la carte.
Okay.
And it's on the All Black Network.
What is the All Black Network? I don't. Do I get that?
No, it's like one of those paid subscriptions.
Oh, okay.
It's like 99 cents or $1.99. I'm not kidding. I got it one time to watch that stripper one.
Oh, that stripper one that we watched.
Oh yeah, on the
pole. Yeah, on the pole. Yeah.
I think sometimes some of their shows come on Amazon Prime too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it
after
does.
I watched it, after I paid for it, I saw that it was on Amazon.
Yeah, that's why I saw it on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Love me some Amazon Prime. Go ahead.
So we find out that Candy's goal is to get an EGOT. She already has a Grammy. So she's working on getting an Emmy, Tony, and
An Oscar.
Just
give it up, honey. You ain't getting no Oscar.
Thank you. I was just like, whew.
Because remember, there is only who just recently got an Oscar, a Black lady at the Oscars.
I don't know.
So there's only been 2, and the first one was Halle Berry, right?
Yeah, for that one role that
and then I thought someone just won, a Black actress just won an Oscar. So that would make it 2. I doubt Candy's gonna be the 3rd.
Yeah. If she was, I would be upset.
Yeah, because I love Viola Davis.
Viola Davis.
What?
Viola?
Yeah, except for what she did when she played
Michelle.
Yeah, that was not
She
good.
tried her best. It wasn't really her fault. Somebody should have said something to her.
Yeah, she didn't have to make her mouth like that. And even her tone and her inflection sounded like she was reading a children's book the whole entire time. And that's not how Michelle talks.
You haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I tried. I just couldn't. Everybody else was good except for her. And then I love her. I love Viola Davis. I love her.
Love her.
Yeah.
Love her.
Love
I
her.
even follow
Best
her
show
on
ever
Instagram.
Is How to Get Away with Murder. That's the best
Girl,
show.
that thing, you can't put it down.
No.
You're like at 3 a.m. in the morning.
And it had the best series finale that I have ever seen.
Ever seen.
Ever.
I don't watch reruns. But if somebody said, hey, let's watch a rerun of binge watch of it, I would. And I don't like to watch like season 3, season 4, because sometimes it kind of loses its power.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
This one didn't.
Okay, but we gotta get back. Sorry, it's my fault. Sorry, guys.
Should have got me on that show.
So then they started to talk about, how busy she is, how her agent's keeping her busy. And of course, because this is where their drama comes in, Todd walks into the room right when they're talking about that. And then he starts talking about, their sex life because of how busy she is. And he said it's the worst, and they're only getting it in 2 to 3 times a week. What do you guys think about that?
2 to 3 times a week, that sounds like a good number.
For her, and especially for her to be so busy, like they make it sound like they're not like always in the same city. So it's just like, if she could still manage, like, how many times a week are y'all seeing each other? It sounds like every time y'all see each other, y'all have sex.
What's that?
Only one Black woman has ever won an Oscar.
And that was Haley, right?
Halle Berry.
Yeah, Holly, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Monsters Ball.
Right. But you have to realize that they're also older. So it's not like they're young and they're going to be doing it like rabbits.
Yeah, he's like almost 50, right?
Yeah, he's 49.
He's way beyond his sexual peak. And then she's probably at her sexual peak or around her sexual peak, because they say it's
How old is she?
Like early 40s, right?
I think so, yeah, early 40s.
So, yeah, I mean, she didn't seem to be too dissatisfied. She said that they're making it work, but he just seemed very disappointed. And then they start talking about how Todd feels left out of things that she has going on. And then they mention actually something that Todd has going on, which is a show, I guess, that he shot the pilot for called Socialize. And so hopefully we'll see that on some network soon, because I don't remember what it was about, but it sounded good. I think. Yeah,
because he used to be like a showrunner. He used to be involved in yeah. So it's good that he's going back to it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's really good that they're getting their money together. They support one another, and they still have 2 young children at home. So that's
really young. Yeah,
that's crazy. But I mean, they're making it work. They're like probably one of the best couples.
Yeah.
I think the best couple.
I'm sure they have a lot of help. I'm sure they have a lot of help.
They don't show it, but I'm sure
I know,
they do.
of course they don't.
I'm sure they have help, but I don't think they have as much help as you would expect. She seems someone who's very like keeps everything local. So if they do have help, I bet it's family. Like I don't think she has a bunch of like nannies or anything like that. Like maybe her mom or her aunts are keeping the kids or her cousin. Like she keeps it in the family,
right? Yeah,
even at her restaurants, you know, which is really good.
Yeah.
Our next scene is Drew and her assistant Anthony. So they're in a
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
They're in a kid's store shopping for presents for Brooklyn's birthday party. And they started to talk about Sheree. And you know, Anthony says that he and Sheree is his dearest friend, but she doesn't pay. So so he had to cut business ties with her.
I don't blame him. If you ain't paying, you gotta go.
But this is the thing. This is where I was starting to question it a tiny bit, because he said that he was working on She by Sheree, and we all know nobody was working on She by Sheree.
We all know there's no She by Sheree.
Maybe in the very beginning, because remember in the beginning,
how many years ago was that?
When She by Sheree,
like that was back when Nene was wearing short hair. So how long ago was that? And why is he even bringing that up?
You looked it up.
I did look it up for this show. She by Sheree. Still, she has a website. But all it says, the only thing you can click on is the wellness hyperlink, but she's not even selling anything under there. There's not any packages or anything. I clicked on the Instagram. She has like 5,000 followers, but no posts. So I think She by Sheree is just completely like a no-go.
Yeah. She can't let it go. Now. Can't let it go.
So yeah, I definitely don't think he was helping her do anything on She by Sheree.
Right.
So I have something to say. I do not trust her.
Trust who? Drew?
Yeah. I honestly feel like Drew knew that that's She by Sheree's assistant and went and said, hey, you want to get some TV time, pretend to be my assistant, and this is what we're going to do. I don't trust her and her scenes with her husband or anything. I think it is just all a ploy to get airtime on TV and give them a storyline. This with the assistants and that crap with her husband. I don't believe none of it.
I don't know if she went out to seek I don't think she probably did all of that, but
I believe she did.
I'm sure she was excited when she found out they had a common assistant, or the assistant knew Sheree. I don't even know if that was.
What does she need an assistant for? Where's she busy doing?
She has 3 of them. Remember, she has 3 assistants.
Yes.
For what?
I don't know why.
Yeah, I think that's fake. I think that's smoke and mirrors too.
Thank you.
So while they're in the store, Senya calls Drew. And she had gotten sideswiped by an 18-wheeler. So she needed Drew to go pick her up. Drew paid for her gifts and she went to go pick her up and took her to go pick up her son. So, I mean, that was nice of her. But
yeah,
I was just like, did she pick Drew because they needed show content, or like?
Remember, Drew brought her on the show. So she would call Drew, right?
Maybe. Yeah, I guess. She might not know a lot of people in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And her husband was out of town. We see a quick little scene with Sheree where she's FaceTiming her boo Tyrone. She's calling Tyrone and she's asking him if he can come out to New York. So he's on probation in Pennsylvania. So she's trying to see if he can come to New York while she's there for the play next week. And he said he's going to try. I hope he tries, because I hope we get to see him. Well, I guess
can you try? Are you allowed to go across state lines?
I don't know what the ruls are.
Yeah, maybe he has to get a pass or something.
Oh yeah, maybe
he has to get a pass or something.
And then
I'm sorry, I keep rolling my eyes, but I'm just.
There is Senya and Ross's house. And we see them, they're connecting about her accident, or yeah, I guess it's an accident.
Mhm.
And we find out that he has a chauffeur business in Austin, which makes me wonder why they live in
Atlanta,
especially if he has to go there to help rebuild the business. It seems
Yeah.
like it would probably be best for them to be in Texas.
But see, I think they probably came to Atlanta to be on the show.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, and they'll get more money that way by being on the show. You know.
Definitely.
Ross said, they talked about Kenya's party, and they had her son practice giving Brooklyn a gift. He's so cute. He has a little dimple. And they were saying that, or Ross was saying that he's gonna go ape shit at the party. So I'm like, well, they know their kid.
Right.
He's probably like, I'm glad I'm not taking them. And then our grand event for the night, Brooklyn's party.
Come on, you've been waiting this whole time. So go ahead.
So, we're at the venue, and I'm not sure what time our party was supposed to start, maybe 2. And or maybe it was 1, I don't know. But we see that, there weren't many guests that arrived on time. And it wasn't until after an hour had passed that they started coming in.
Of course, that's no surprise.
So she was kind of upset about that.
I would have been upset too.
And I mean, but she should have known.
Yes, I mean, come on.
But even a lot of the white people weren't there on time either. I think it was like one family that got there on time.
Been on time.
What'd you say?
I would have been on time.
But so they were gonna do Brooklyn's grand entrance, and there Candy comes in fashionably late with her daughter. And she's looking like, why is everyone just standing here staring at us? But the way they came in, like, I almost got confused for a second. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? Because they look really cute. And then she comes in with Brooklyn, and Brooklyn was so cute. She had her little black dress on. And her mom had Kenya had on a nice white dress. Yeah. She said it was a Chanel white dress.
I just it's like every single housewife, black, white, Indian, it don't matter. It's all about designer, what they're wearing.
Of course, it has to be about designer. You know what? No, if I'm watching the Housewives of whatever, Dubai, and so forth, I don't want to see them in Walmart.
Well, no, but it doesn't have to be like Fendi written all over the place.
Oh, I agree.
Yaga written that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, to me, that's not high class. That's just
but all regular. Of them do it, even the white, black, Indian. Yeah.
Me, if I'm truly expensive, and you will be able to tell by the way it fits me and the way it's cut and made. I don't need to have all that stuff written on it. I totally agree with you. I totally agree. But they got to let the masses know.
So we see Kenya greet her guests, and then
did you like Kenya's hair?
Who's
Kenya?
No, it got kind of messed up. I think I don't know if it was the little whatever that's called was kind of like flat, I think, and then it kind of got messed up. But I mean, I think it would have been okay, I guess.
Okay.
If maybe she didn't put how sometimes they put a little thing under it to make it
full. Yeah.
So the kids are in one little area playing, and you can see some of the parents playing with the kids, and I thought that was really cute. You saw Marlo playing with Brooklyn and the other little girl that was sitting beside her, and I thought that was adorable.
Yeah, surprising. Yeah.
And then Kenya lets everyone know that the adults will be having a luncheon in the other area. And she tells them that they're going to play a game. What is it called? What's the best tea or something like that. So she starts to give them out paper and markers to put some tea on the paper so that they can read it. I thought that was a tack. Like, this is your daughter's third birthday.
Right.
Completely.
Thank you for bringing that up. I just didn't want to say anything.
Because
that's a ladies' night game.
Yeah. And you already know, it's like, you can't even say she was too naive and she didn't know it was going to go that way, because that's a lie. Like, you've been on the show enough seasons, you knew exactly what you were doing.
So it makes you wonder.
Ruin your child's, like, not to say ruin it, because I'm sure her daughter didn't know what was going on, but to like even bring that into your child's birthday. It's really all about her. I didn't even hardly see her with the baby until she picked her up to sing happy birthday.
Right.
So it makes you wonder, are you using your child for TV time? What? Because if you're there to celebrate your child and their birthday, then you celebrate it. You don't do little things like these type of little games, right?
I think they probably did it to keep it interesting. I think that's
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did. Yeah, I'm sure they did.
But I think the course of normal conversation, they would, something would have came up. I don't think she had to do it that way. No, and then at least it wouldn't have made her look bad if it came up during normal conversation,
Right.
But this makes her look really bad. And I'm glad she wasn't still, having a custody battle, because that would look really bad. And like, from what she said, her ex-husband or her husband doesn't watch the show, but people are sending that to him.
Oh yeah.
To let him know that this is what she did at your daughter's 30th birthday. So yeah, completely tacky, but that's the game that they played.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious when that white lady got upset, and she was right. There's children. This is a children's party, and then I thought Marlo's reply about you can't be inviting them to these parties because they don't know what to expect, and that's true too.
She said, except for you, the lady beside her who had her daughter at the table. She's like, you cool.
But you know what? I think Marlo is right? Because it doesn't matter black or white. You can't invite people to a party that's not used to that type of lifestyle and what they're doing and what they're all about, because they'll take offense to it.
Right.
And to do it at your kid's party makes it even 10 times bad.
Right.
But we all understand why she did it, because they got to eat. They got to get some coins, and her hair products have to sell.
Right.
And this is the way. It's all a business move, but understandably so.
So let's get into some of the tea that was spilled at the party. So the first thing was little. It was so I don't know if she's going to be a friend of the show, but Monyetta was introduced as the ex-wife and child's mother of Neo's daughter.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing her. Do you guys?
Yeah, she was the one who's the tea was spilled on first, where they said she had surgery, and she said that, she put in her book that she had her boobs done. She had like an orange dress on, I think. Orange or pink, something like that.
I think so. I can't remember.
Her daughter looked just like Nia. She had a red dress, I think, on a little afro.
Oh, yeah.
The second tea is that you couldn't order online at L'Archive, but that was done because we already know.
Yeah, why is that tea?
She already told us.
Yeah, it's for exclusive. It's exclusive, not for anybody to order online.
Yeah, it's for if you're a TV person. Yeah, that was dumb.
And then the next one was that was about Candy and saying that Candy sucks dicks in the locker room, which was what?
Yeah, what locker room?
Okay, who brought that up?
What do you mean? Someone wrote it. We don't know. They didn't know
say
who wrote it. But I have a guess. Do you guys have a guess of who you think?
I would think it was either Candy or
not Candy.
Kenya.
I don't think it was Kenya. I think it was Marlo.
Okay, that was my real guess, but I just didn't want to say Marlo.
I think it was Kenya.
You think it was Kenya?
I thought it was Kenya and Marlo.
You're still guys hate her. They're friends.
It's not because I hate her. I was looking at her facial expression. She was like laughing when she picked it up, when she read it. And then she, even like what she said in her confessional, where she was like, was this 10 years ago? Was it yesterday? Like, why would you say that to a woman?
Well, first of all, Marlo and Candy, are they really that close that Candy would be telling Marlo that stuff? Or is Candy and Kenya closer?
Well, I don't even think it was true.
Yeah.
But no, even if
I don't think it was true. No.
There's nothing wrong with some women like to do fellatio on their men.
And I don't think that if it was true, I don't think that Candy would have a big issue about it.
Yeah, I don't think, But
I honestly don't think it was true. I think,
about?
And that's why I think that Kenya would write stuff like that just to like, I mean, she
is that agreeing each
her daughter's birthday?
No, I'm not agreeing.
I thought I saw a nod.
I was like, what? No, that was a take me aback.
Okay, so Kenya was on Watch What Happens Live last night, and they asked about like, who do you have any clue who wrote it? And she was like, well, the person that wrote it had an orange marker, and she kind of implied that Marlo had an orange marker. So I watched it again today, and Marlo had a pen. She didn't even have a marker. A lot of them had highlighters, like they had blue, green. Candy had an orange highlighter, but Marlo clearly had a pen in her hand. It was like black, and it was an ink pen.
Okay, so
do you think Candy wrote it about herself?
That I just got done saying that.
You did say that.
I don't think so, but I also don't think that you can read. I don't know.
Well, you would know who wrote it by looking at the marker or the pen, right?
Yeah.
Not everybody had orange markers.
And she probably put some extra tea in there before everybody got started. But I don't know. I just feel like it's Kenya. You guys think it's Marlo or Candy?
What do you think about Candy's reaction?
I mean, she was upset.
But why would
because it's random. Like, I mean, if it's not true, it's like random. And it's just like, you're not even saying anything that's true.
Right. Or even that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But
so do you guys believe it? I don't even care.
Yeah, to be honest. I mean,
I don't either. And I'm like, where would it even come from? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. And if she did, it was her husband. So who really gives a
well, I mean, why would they be in a locker room though?
But does it matter whether it's in a locker room?
What is it like? What locker room? High school locker room? Backstage at a concert locker room? Oh, okay.
No. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. Locker room.
I hope not high school locker room. There's somebody then that she was in high school with then when she was younger.
I mean, we don't know. So, I mean, we can't even speculate.
Right. But now all I'm seeing is Candy in the locker room.
The last piece of tea was about someone not paying their assistant. And so find out that Drew wrote it, and then she was talking about Sheree. So then, I mean, like this tea explodes, because then we find out that Sheree and Drew's assistant was saying that Drew's husband was gay. And I didn't even understand that whole outburst, because it seemed like Drew heard something different, or like, I don't even know why she got mad at the girl, because apparently she didn't hear the girl say that Anthony said that her husband was gay. And then when they told her again, she said, well, I heard what you said, and he's on probation. And I was like, what is she talking about? Like,
maybe probation with her because of what he did?
I don't care what you know.
You think Anthony's on probation?
I don't know what she was talking about.
It doesn't matter. Did she say my husband is not gay?
No,
she did this when they finally said no. Anthony said that your husband is gay. She just did like that. She just
then she's like, man, shut up.
Brushed it off. But yeah, I don't know.
So if somebody said Big Daddy Keith is gay, I'd be like, move on. I wouldn't even sit there and contemplate it or do anything about it. You know what I mean?
But what was the initial outburst about?
I don't know.
I really want to know what she thought was said.
Yeah.
To understand like how she reacted, because that was weird.
And it will be interesting to see if she keeps on using Anthony after he's spreading these rumors about her family.
Yes.
No.
If
Do you
we see
think her
him
husband's
even
gay?
one more episode, then that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so go back for a little bit, you guys. Do you think her husband is gay? Do we need to look this up?
I mean, I
I
don't
don't
know. We
think
don't have
so.
enough information about that. And just to keep going, like at the end of the party, you know, they're all gathering and she kind of gets into it with Sheree again.
Mhm.
And I'm sorry, Sheree look like she got hands.
Yeah. And you don't, Drew. So back it all up. We know
She
that
was
Sheree
claiming
is not
she
scared.
did, and I
Who are
was
you
like,
what did she say to that guy?
Who you gonna tell, boo?
Right.
who's gonna check me, boo?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's gonna check me, boo?
Nobody's
That was the
checking
best
you.
line ever.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we'll see how they get along in New York.
Mhm.
Hopefully, you know, it can be civil. I really hope that they can have a nice trip.
Yeah.
I know there's going to be a little drama, but I hope it's mostly a good experience,
Fun.
especially
They
since they're
usually do.
supporting Candy. Yeah,
Yeah, they usually have a good time on their trips.
Is Candy on Broadway or where?
Broadway. Yeah, I
Mhm.
don't know if she's on there. Or she's like producing it.
She's producing it.
Okay.
That Black Man's thing. Yeah, she's just she's one of the producers.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it for this week.
Mhm. The
and
season's good so far.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I think so. I think it's a lot of drama, a little
Mhm.
too much drama, because we don't really even know. Like some people were supposed to be like had mended their friendships. We didn't see it unravel. It's just instantly they're
They
coming out
didn't
the
mend
gate
anything.
attacking each other. And like I want to see them get along because
Right. I like it when I loved it when Marlo and Sheree were together.
Mhm.
You know, I loved it when Kenya and Sheree were together talking. And even when Marlo went to see Candy, I like seeing them getting along,
Mhm.
you know.
Mhm.
So I mean, I hope we still get some of that.
So
and I
does it
agree
make
with
you
Candy.
think that
Like
it's
I'm
all
so
kind
tired of the Kenya and Marlo drama. It's
Yeah.
and Marlo looks like she's trying to
She's
push
fine. Yeah.
push
Mhm.
past it, but it's
Right.
just some like if you keep getting poked, what are you gonna do?
Mhm. But guys, we're
Okay.
running short on time.
I know, it's just people trying to get airtime, people.
I
Yeah.
think it's more than that. I think there's deep rooted like disagreements, but I think we got to end it.
Till next time.
Uh-huh.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.